Hey y'all, this is Laura with Hot Fan Media, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to stop or prevent a very common leak issue on a 2003 H2 Hummer. Let's get to it. Because of the nature of this issue, it can be relatively confusing to diagnose, and the reason for that is that when it drips, if you're sitting in here and it's leaking and you're seeing the leak happen, you'll often see it start to drip from this handlebar right here, and it makes you think, oh, it's the headliner or it's the windshield, or you'll start to see it mostly down here and you'll start to pull up on the carpet. So the last thing you'd think to check would be a light. But that happens to be where the issue commonly is. Now this Hummer doesn't actually have a leaking problem, but because of how common this problem is, I'm going to be fixing it today so that it doesn't ever become a problem. We had this issue with another Hummer, and it actually took about a month to pull the carpets up and dry it all out because the leak had been so bad. So if you have a Hummer or you just bought a Hummer and you've heard that this is a problem, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to fix it so that it doesn't happen. Fortunately, the tools you'll need for this project are very simple and easy to find. First, you'll need a small step ladder, unless you're as tall as heck. And secondly, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver on the smaller side, some all-purpose cleaner, rubbing alcohol, and of course a rag. And then we're going to need some tweezers and pliers to get the gunk out. And we like to use this DAP Quick Seal because it's very strong and it's made for outdoors. And finally, a pair of disposable gloves. Right here is where we are going to be fixing our problem. There is one screw right here, and all it needs is just a little Phillips head screwdriver. And we're going to pop this thing out. Now make sure you put this in a spot where you're going to keep a hold of it. I'm going to put it in my pocket so that I don't lose it on this gravel, which should be very easily lost. So yeah, keep it safe. Now we're going to rock this back and forth a little bit. And this is what's underneath. Now it's quite difficult to see because it's very dirty, but this is our problem. This little gasket here, it does not seal very well for very long. So what we're going to be doing is just covering it in silicone and burying it so that it doesn't leak. But first of all, we're going to have to take care of all this mess. I'm going to be doing the majority of my cleaning with some pliers to get into these tight spaces, a rag to clean, some cleaner, of course, and then I'm going to finish it all up with some rubbing alcohol to make sure that our silicone actually sticks. Okay, now that we've cleaned out our hole here, it is time to start fixing this problem. Now I'm going to take my silicone and squeeze it out straight into this circle right here, in a circle. And now I'm going to lay that right on top of it. Squeeze it down a little bit. You might have to hold it down. The wire is going to want to pull it back up, so try to find a spot where it lays in naturally and the wire isn't trying to pull it back up. And then we're just going to silicone a little bit on top of that. You don't need much, especially if it's not a great silicone. It's going to crack and the more layers you put on, the more it's going to crack between the layers. This is a very good silicone, so I doubt it's going to do that, but you really don't need a lot, just a little. And if you can't get in there quite well, that's what your gloves are for. Just get in there and spread it around so that it's even and doesn't have any layers between it. It's gonna pop up a little bit on you, and that's fine. You just don't want it to pop up while it's drying. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Sometimes you have to put the whole light housing back on so that it doesn't get in the way, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna start on the other one, but I'm not gonna video it because they're all the same. And we will come back to this once it dries. Okay, so it's been a couple of days actually, because we had a few rainy days, and thankfully it had been long enough for the silicone to dry before it rained. And so it's definitely dry now. Normally I would just leave it overnight and it would be fine. But we're about to check it out, see how good it is. I'm about to check it, and I thought I'd just say that the day that I sealed it, I knew we were going to get rain, so I went ahead and put the cover on, which did not mess up the silicone because I was very careful about noticing which way the wire curved in so that I wouldn't mess it up if I put the cover back on. Now we'll just unscrew it, lift it out. The brand of silicone that I have, there will be a white ring and some of it will be clear. So it being a little bit white does not mean that it's still wet. And I can tug on it a little bit and it's not coming out. It's in there nice and solid. So I'm just going to stick that back on and screw it down, and it will be bulletproof for at least a good long while. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the garage. Hey, what are you screaming about? Oh, come on. No. I'd be happy to answer any comments you have in the comments. That's not it. My brain is not in it today. So distracted by chickens.